Hey, welcome back to the channel. This is our part 2 of the 5 steps to turning a complete stranger into a ready-to-buy high-ticket client in under 48 hours. Let's get into it. So firstly, if you're new to the channel, welcome. My name's Penberthy. I'm the founder of AdClients.com, where we help you create, launch, and scale your online courses and your coaching programs, and I'm pleased you're here. This is part 2 of my 5 steps to turning strangers into clients in 48 hours. We're going through each step, and we've already covered 1 and 2. Point 1 was about grabbing attention and hooking someone's attention on a social platform to bring them into your world. And step 2 was how you properly create the bait, which are the lead magnets, or the entry point, which is the sales funnel, to bring the right people in that are already going on the right trajectory, ready to become a customer and a client. So if you missed part 1, this video is going to make no sense. So pause this video right now, click the link that's popping up above me here somewhere, or there'll be a link in the description box. Go watch part 1 first, then come back and rejoin me here to watch the rest of part 2. So I'm going to assume at this point that you watched part 1, and so we're going to dive straight into step 3 in this 5-step process, which is the value and the relationship. Okay, many people online, and I see it and it's an issue, is going straight from a cold ad, meaning we're targeting someone that has never heard of us before, not interested in us before today, unless we grab their attention in the right way. And we have grabbed their attention successfully, and we're bringing them into our world. And then we try to sell them straight away. No value, no relationship, straight to a payment page or a sales page. Now, let me give a bit of context to this, because if you're selling something for $7 or $17 or $50, perhaps that would be fine. Selling low ticket and going straight to the sale, that would be okay. But if you're wanting to sell a course for $500 or $1,000 or $5,000 or $10,000 coaching, that is going to be an issue. You've not had a long enough life cycle of someone being a stranger to now becoming a client. You need to do additional things in the middle here. And that's the value and the relationship piece. Okay, think about how people make buying decisions. Imagine you were in the business of signing up for some new car insurance, right? Now someone approaches you in the street. You don't know him from Adam, you have no idea who he is, and he approaches you and is talking to you about car insurance. Okay, you may not be interested in him. He may have the best offer in the world, right? They may genuinely be the best insurance company. They might genuinely have the best offer, but because he's approached you out the blue, on the high street and started to pitch you, okay, you're not interested. In fact, there's a wall that comes up. There's resistance to make a buying decision right there and then. There's not enough trust built. There's not enough value provided, not enough relationship being nurtured. Now imagine you go into a coffee shop with a friend of yours that you know, like, and trust, and you just happen to be talking about insurance. Okay, and your friend says, oh, by the way, I signed with a new insurance company recently. They gave me the best rates. There's this, their customer support is awesome. You should really check them out. I know that your renewal is coming up. You know, you're gonna say, really? Are they really that good? Yeah, man, honestly, compared to what I had before, the deals they have on, right now, seriously good, go check them out. You are now far more inclined to give attention, give time, give a potential buying decision to that insurance company. Not because the offer changed, because the offer's the same. Not because the deliverable changed, because the deliverable is the same. It's because someone you trusted has recommended it to you. So now you're more inclined towards it. Now that's a third party recommending it. Now let's imagine you're just doing it yourself. If that person approached you on the street, didn't hit you with a pitch, didn't give you all the classic sales malarkey, but instead they just nurtured something of a relationship with you. I'm not sure what that would look like in this context, but go with the illustration, okay? They befriend you somehow first. They connect with you. They build some trust with you. Maybe it happens over a period of days. It's not right there in that moment. Maybe they connected with you and didn't sell you anything and you thought that was refreshing, and then they bump into you again the next day, and now they're a bit more forthcoming with an offer. Because of the relationship in the previous day, you feel more inclined towards them. It's the same thing online. Okay, this has been a rule of thumb for a very, very long time, but now it's becoming even more prominent in the online space. More people selling courses, more people selling coaching, more people doing sales calls, more people building sales funnels, more people running social media ads, that it is becoming a bit crowded. And so people are less eager, less impulsive to sign up for these things because they know there's other people that could offer it. They've been burnt before, so now they're more hesitant to move forward on something else again, and that is where the relationship value comes in. So whatever sales funnel you choose to use, whatever sales vehicle, whatever sales process you choose to use, you've got to make sure, okay? You've got to make sure that it is built to provide value and nurture a relationship, okay? It's absolutely key, which is why I use these things. They're called webinars. I really, really like webinars. There's people online like myself and my clients and other friends of mine that are absolutely crushing it still with webinars. And then there's the other people that are crying about it and saying it doesn't work anymore, it's saturated, it's this, that, and the other. They're talking out their butt, or they have no idea what they're talking about, or they're just trying to sell you on their own whiz-bang sales funnel, and they're trying to talk down webinars to build theirs up. Webinars still work tremendously well. In fact, if you haven't already, you should actually download this. It's a free report. It's called the No Pitch Webinar Blueprint. We'll link to it in the description box. It's basically a blueprint of how I perform my webinars right now, what I say and do in 45 minutes to provide enough value and start to create a buying decision out of the people that are watching. Okay, so it's all about staying with the times. Not the webinars don't work, it's that people are still trying to do webinars like it's 2016. Okay, we have to move on, we have to adapt, we have to pivot, and that's what this blueprint is all about. In the last 18 months, this blueprint has made me about $3 million US. Okay, it's very valuable, you should check it out. So I advocate for and absolutely love webinars. I suggest if you're not already using them, you really should investigate properly whether that should be the vehicle that you use. Because for step 3, the value relationship, it ties perfectly. We go back to step 2, which is the bait and the entry point. I'm building an email list. I have a good headline for the webinar that grabs the attention of the right people, and then I'm bringing them to my webinar, providing value. They're ready to buy clients. Step 4 is the offer, okay? Now this is really, really important that you understand. It doesn't matter what your product, service, course, coaching actually is, that's the deliverable. Now the offer is the way we're describing it, the way we're packaging up the offer, and you have to understand that these are two separate things. If you just give someone the details of what you do, how you help them, what your deliverables are going to be, what's inside of your course, how your coaching rolls out for 90 days, whatever it is, that's the dirty details. If you tell them just what that is, it's not exciting, right? People don't want work, they want the outcome, they want the benefit, and that's what the offer does. You come in and you offer it in a certain way that grabs the attention of those people, that makes it clear that this is exactly what they need right now, that readdresses the problems that they've got and the solution that this thing will help provide for them, and adding in bonuses or anything extra that you feel will turn a product into an offer. So it's not just, hey, it's this for this price, but it's, hey, it's this, and I'm also gonna add this in, and I'm gonna throw this in, and that's gonna help you with this, and that's gonna achieve this, and here's this benefit and this result. That's the offer, that's what you're offering to them. The service, product, coaching, or course, that's the deliverable. You have to understand those two separate things. And there's two separate things that you might be offering. You may be offering that they buy this thing straight away. If that's the case, it's a webinar that, of course, literally gives them a payment link, and you make the offer, you add the bonuses, you make it sound irresistible, and then, of course, you're intending to sell it right there on the webinar. Another outcome is that you offer the next step in the sales cycle, which, if you're selling high ticket, and we teach this to a lot of our clients, is that you go to a phone call or a phone consultation. So from the webinar, you book them on a call, and then on the phone call, you then proceed to, close that person if they are a good fit for you. So there on the webinar, we're not offering the coaching, we're not offering the course, we're offering the chance to speak with us. Now, this is a really unique way to look at this, because when we think about offering a phone call, we think, okay, well, surely we've got to sell here a little bit too. So yeah, I'm doing a webinar, I'm offering a phone call, but I'm going to tell them all about my coaching and everything that's included and make sure that they want it. Nope. We are offering the next thing in the process. This happens all the way through a sales cycle. When you are running ads and you're grabbing attention, We're not telling them about the end result, are we? We're not grabbing their attention with a Facebook ad and telling them about our coaching that we've got. We're not doing that. The first part of the ad, the sole job of that is to grab their attention and have them remain watching our ad or reading our post. And then the job of the ad itself, the copy, the video, is to get the click. The click, okay, and the job to get them on the page is to get them to opt in for the webinar, or opt in for the lead magnet. The registration page or the opt-in page is not selling the coaching or the course. It's selling register, opt in. If you're using a webinar, well then after they opt in, what's the next step in the process? It's selling them on actually showing up to the webinar, attending the webinar. And then we fall back at where we were, which is now we're on the webinar. And if we're offering a phone call, it's the next step. We're offering them a chance to speak with us, and we are building up the anticipation, the intrigue, the incitement, the benefit of speaking with you on the phone. Now we are going to tease that you got an offer, and I actually showed this on the blueprint. Part of the offer here is actually that we call it the tease. It's this section here. And we do tease the offer. We tease that we might have some coaching and they may be a good fit for it. But the main thing we're offering is the phone call. And if it would be interesting or helpful for you, we do have a video all about how to take those phone calls and how to deliver them to actually close people effectively and the right people. So click up here, you can check that out, perhaps a link in the description box as well. So that lands us at step 5, which is the close. Now this is the shortest step to describe out of them all because it's actually the easiest. Most people find the close the most difficult part of the process, and it's because you've done steps 1 to 4 incorrectly. The close is not about becoming a sleazy, slimy used car salesman. It's not about using all the latest sales tactics and tricks to get someone across the line. All of those copy and paste sales scripts, you know, someone says they can't afford it and you say, well, you can't afford not to do it. All of that stuff is just too scripted, it's too salesy. But what you got to understand is if you've done step 1 to 4 correctly, if you grab the attention of the right people, if you brought them through an entry point with some bait that was attractive to them and connecting with the end result, if you've used a sales funnel that provides value and builds relationship, and if you've offered that phone call or offered the program in a way that sounds irresistible, the close becomes far easier. The close is just getting them across the line, getting them over the fence. It's so much easier. So if you are selling directly from a webinar, then the close is basically you adding in some urgency and some scarcity to take action right there and then on the webinar, okay? That's the close. If you're offering a phone call, then the close is on the phone. But at this point, you've already built up so much connection, so much buyer demand with these potential clients that by the time they're on the phone with you, you're only speaking to the best people that are genuinely a good fit for what it is you have going on. Okay, and so that is step 5. It's the close, and it's pretty much just the icing on the cake, and it's reaping the benefit, reaping the reward of step 1 to 4. Now, that's not me saying that it's not important to still learn a little bit of sales skills, okay? And again, I've got a video all about that you can check out. I think you'll find that helpful. But that is steps 1 to 5. That's the 5 steps of turning a complete stranger into a high ticket, ready to buy client in under 48 hours. Now at this point, it's time for a shameless plug because so many of you have watched part 1 and part 2 and you know you need to do something different than you're doing right now, okay? You know you need a system like this. You know you need something that is doing these 5 steps correctly, but now you're left thinking, well, what exactly do I do and say in the webinar? How do I build that funnel? What do I say in the ads? How do I grab attention? I need to finally put some investment into getting a coach to help me with this. And perhaps that is me and my team. In fact, I very much think it is. We have scaled our business from many years ago, getting to our first $10,000 a month. It felt exciting, but then that wasn't enough. We went to 6 figures a month, and now we're doing multiple 7 figures every single year. We've proven this concept. We know exactly what to do to target the right people with the right offer in the right funnel in the right way to actually close. And if you're not making a consistent $20, $30, $40, $50,000 a month right now in your course or coaching business, you're doing something wrong and you need our help. So here's what I want you to do. Click the link that is in the description box. That's going to take you to a page where you can book a call with a member of my team. And we'll find out where you're at, where you're stuck, what you've got going on, what you're trying to sell, what industry you're in. And we'll do our best on that phone call to help you lay out a roadmap for what you need to do to finally start getting those results. And of course, If it feels like a good fit, we may offer you a chance to come into our coaching program. In fact, the roadmap we lay out for you is most likely going to tie up perfectly with what we could teach you if you became a client. And for some of you, it's about pulling the trigger. For some of you, it's about making that decision that the time is now. You don't want to go another month or two with diminishing results in your business. You want to take it seriously, and you want to jump in with a team of people that can help you get those results. So for some of you, the time is now. Click the link, book a phone call, let's have a chat, and let's see where you're at and see if we can help. So anyway, hope this video and part 1 has helped you. If it has, do me a favor, make me feel good, hit the like button, drop me a comment, let me know what you thought of this video, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell notification so you do not miss any of our future videos, and I will see you again very soon. Take care, bye-bye.